A non-performing asset, in my opinion, is something that's either not kicking off cash flow that you want, or maybe it's not kicking off any cash flow. So it could be a piece of vacant land, it could be a rental property, it could be an inherited property, something that was passed down to you and you're really just not sure what to do with it. Maybe you don't want to sell it for sentimental reasons, but you're not really sure what to do with it. So in the case of a rental property, residential rental property, the key in that situation is going to be to hire a property manager. Property managers do a lot of work and are probably underpaid. So if you have an asset or a home that's sitting there that you've taken on and it's not producing any income, the easiest thing would be to hire a property manager. They'll market it for rent. They'll start collecting rent, and then they'll start sending you a distribution. Hopefully, that if you've inherited a property, there's not a big debt on it, and it's something that you can manage. An asset like vacant land, although it shows up on your balance sheet as an asset, chances are you have a small liability every year in the form of property taxes. So every year you're paying property taxes, you're not collecting any income. A great tool that I've used over the years is I sell that vacant land through a real estate contract. And some people are very rigid with the real estate contracts. Let's say you have a piece of land that's worth $100,000 and you're like, I'll set on a real estate contract, but I want 20 grand down or 30 grand down. And then I want $900 a month for 5 years, right? Not many people want to buy a dead asset, vacant land that they can't generate income from and drop a bunch of money on it. So what I like to do in those instances is I like to shrink everything down. So maybe instead of selling it for 100 grand with $20,000 down, maybe I sell it for $120,000, $5,000 down. So I'm increasing the price, I'm decreasing the down payment, but the liability on a piece of vacant land when you sell it on a real estate contract is different than the liability on a home. If you sell a home on a real estate contract, they could walk away and take your appliances and your cabinets and your light fixtures and your windows and your roof. I mean, they could really mess you up. But with vacant land, the worst thing they could do is like drive their four-wheeler on it. There's really not much that they can hurt with vacant land. And so you can turn maybe an asset you've been paying $1,000 or $1,500 a year on property taxes. It's just a liability every year. You can take that and get a little bit of a down payment, and maybe you start getting $400 or $500 a month, and you start turning that dead asset into cash flow. The final one would be a commercial building. If you have a small office building, I've purchased 3 office buildings in my career personally, and every single one of them have been either completely vacant or so vacant that they might as well be vacant. So I can tell you about the building that I purchased here on Alameda. It was being rented. 2 of the 5 suites were being rented. One of them, they were paying like $250 a month. The other one, they were paying $450 a month. So they were getting $700 a month in rent for the whole entire building. Once I rehabbed it and took it over, I'm getting $5,300 a month in rent. So I took an asset that was performing at $700 a month and I 5x'd it just by putting some love into the property. Obviously it came at a cost, but I'm looking at building cash flow over long term. So that's the final way, is to take an asset that is underperforming, make capital improvements that can allow you to charge fair market rents. Hey everyone, Michael here with Absolute Real Estate. Thank you for watching. Do me a favor, like and subscribe below. And if you want more information on real estate and real estate investing, check out the links below, and I'll see you on the next video.